Hello, welcome to my demo for DS4200. My final project is on about Thera Bank's banking data set, how personal loan customer conversions. My project's focus is to help Thera Bank to better understanding of how to target marketing on those customers to help convert the liability customer to a personal loan. Yeah, without further ado, let's start sharing my screen. Where to go? Over here. All right. So this is my IURL webpage, and I'm gonna link it down on the link below. This is a deep dive onto successfully converted personal loan customer. My overview. So this is how this data set looks like. 9% of them actually converted to personal loan customer, and the rest are the others. And my focus is to identify any characteristic of those who actually converted to personal loan customer. Um, First of all, I'm looking to find out what's the most identifier for people to apply to personal loans. So with that, I used a correlation coefficient to find what's like the attributes of the column that correlate with the personal loan Boolean value the most. So it seems like it's income, credit card spending, and if they have a certificate of deposit. Um, yeah, and then second task is I'm interested to find out how they distribute with those variables in this data set compared to the other customer. And I sorted by this ranking above. As we can see, income, they are definitely have a very clear characteristic that they congregated on the higher income of the compared to the other customer. And then our spending on credit cards, they do tend to be on the higher spending bucket. And for earning a certificate of deposit, although they do tend to do not have a certificate of deposit, but the one who owned the certificate of deposit actually like composed by like around 40% of all the ones who did own the certificate of deposit, which is I thought was pretty interesting. But as you go down here, you can see that the trend start to become more and more similar than with the other customer. So with those that don't have a clear characteristics stand out anymore, something really interesting stood out to me is that the age and experience actually very evenly distributed. So I saw that was very interesting because I saw there um, could be something that stood out over there in the initial original hypothesis. And this one I cut it by quantile. So as you can see very clearly that income on credit card average, they are on the very low higher bucket, and the credit card certificate of deposit Boolean, they're on the false mostly. And for the third, I just want to show them with a cluster model and want to see how does a personal loan customer generally congregated with more quantifiable metrics. And you can see there are mostly making 110 to 190,000, and then they are spending around $3 to $8 thousand per month. And if you can see, there's more blue over here, so they generally do not have a certificate of deposit over here. And that will be the end of my demo. I have to keep it under 3 minutes, but feel free to reach out if you have any questions.